And good morning and welcome to Hammond Natatorium at the University of Mount Union for day 3 of our 3-day Raiders Invitational. Today's exciting action includes our 200 backstroke, our 100 freestyles, our 200 breaststroke, our 200 butterflies, and the 1650. And I think we are about ready to begin our competition. Turn it over to Mr. Referee. Our first event this morning is a time trial. It's the 100 freestyle time trial. It is Brian Regovich. And Brian's first 50 split, 23-27. And Brian starts off the day with a fine time of 48.73 in the 100 freestyle. Way to go, Brian. That was a fast start to our morning. Our next event is event number 28. This is our mixed 200-yard backstroke. Mr. Referee. This is a combined event, both women's and men's 200-yard backstroke. Over in lane 6, on the women's side, it's Lindsay Collins. Our gentlemen are competing in lanes 2, 3, and 4. In lane 2, it's Billy Perry. Lane 3, Nathan Williams. Lane 4, Ben Hoffman. Nathan Williams and Ben Hoffman touching the far end of the pool at the same time. Billy right behind in lane 2. Ben with just a slight lead. And they approach the far end of the pool again. Nathan now has a lead. Nathan picking up the pace. His last bit, 31.03 as he takes the lead. Ben remains right in his shadows. Although we don't have shadows here today in Alliance, Ohio, it is quite cloudy and rainy outside. And Nathan Williams, by a fingernail, 201.4, takes the high seed in this event. Ben will finish 2,400ths right behind him. Should be an exciting race competition this evening. And Lindsay touches the wall, 225.52. And our next event is event number 29, the women's 100-yard freestyle. Mr. Referee. This is our 100-yard freestyle preliminary meet. In lane 2, it's Nicole Ellison. Lane 3, Aurelia and Christie. In lane 4, Erica Drager. And in lane 4, that's Erica Drager touching the wall first, 59.92. And our next event this morning, event number 30, this is the men's 100-yard freestyle. This is heat 1 of 2. Mr. Referee. And lane 3, it is Trent Elton. Lane 4, Brett Scheib. Lane 5, Hunter Madej. Brett off to a strong start, half a body length lead. And he's increasing his lead after that turn. Brett now with a 2 body length lead as he hits the far end of the pool here. And Brett touches the wall, 48-88, another fast race, 48-88, Brett Scheib. Heat 2. This is heat number 2 of our 100-yard freestyle preliminary. In lane 2, it's Mark Silver. Lane 3, Jason Tandra. Lane 4, Jeff LaBianco. And in lane 5, Andrew Hathaway. We've already had a couple of 48-second finishes here this morning. Let's see if one of the 4 of these gentlemen, or maybe several of them, can top 48. And lane 2, Mark Silver with the lead. Mark Silver takes this heat, 49-98. All right, our next event number 31. This is the women's 200-yard breaststroke. Mr. Referee. That is right. We only have one swimmer in the water. Let's make some noise for Harley Murphy. Harley Murphy in lane 3. Let's make some noise for Harley. That last split, 43.94. And on that last split, 46.52. Definitely one of those grueling races, 200 breaststroke. And she touches the wall in a time of 2:53.67. Way to go, Harley. I think Harley deserves a round of applause after that one. All right, Mr. Referee. Our next event number 33 of the women's 200-yard butterfly. All right, in lane 3, we have Emily Costanzo. In lane 4, Callie Landry, the 200-yard butterfly. In lane 4, Callie's first split, 32.71. Emily tags the wall at 35.34. Callie's last split 39.92, a little bit faster than the previous one, I believe. Emily's lap 45.17. All right, and Callie touches the wall. 2:32.26. Callie Landry. And Emily's approaching the wall in lane 3. Time of 2:49.93. Good race, ladies. Our next event, event number 34. This is the men's 200-yard butterfly. Mr. Referee. This is our men's 200-yard butterfly. In lane 2, it's Maximus Bakakis. In lane 3, it's Derek Curry. Lane 4, Eli Holm. For those of you enjoying our live stream here this morning, I'm glad you woke up and remembered to join us. Wouldn't you like to wake up on a Sunday morning and jump in the water and do a 200 breaststroke or a 200 fly? Probably not. Give these swimmers a lot of credit. Especially considering this is day number 3 of this long meet this weekend. And lane 4, it's Eli Holm with a slight lead over Derek Curry in lane 3. Derek certainly is within striking distance. Derek had a really good turn down here at the bottom of the pool. In fact, I think he took the lead. Yeah, Derek Curry, 207.9. That was one heck of a turn down here at the bottom end of the pool that brought Derek right ahead of Eli. Good race, gentlemen. All right, folks, there will be a 10-minute intermission. When we return, we will get into our 1650 event. 10-minute break. We'll be right back. that 10-minute break probably feels good about now for all of you watching on our live stream. Time to get up, stretch your legs, do a couple laps around your house, grab another cup of coffee. Let's get ready for that 1650 upcoming. We do have 4 swimmers competing in our 1 mile event this morning. We will have Aiden Spinola, Kyle Kressel, Brian Regovich, and Lexi Schuler on the women's side. And we will start that action in just about 10 minutes. Our final session this evening will begin at 6 o'clock. Please put that on your calendar, set your timer, and make sure you join us then. Our competition will begin in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our competition to resume, and it will be our 1650 event. Mr. Referee, whenever you are ready. This is event 26, our mixed 1650 freestyle event. This is our 1650 this morning. On the ladies' side, in lane 5, we have Alexi Schuler. In lane 2, we have Aiden Spinola. Lane 3, Kyle Kressel. Lane 4, Brian Regovich. Brian started this morning's competition with a time trial of the 100 free and turned in a fine time of 48.x seconds. We'll see what he can do in the distance. Kyle Kressel and Brian Regovich touched the wall down here at the same time this last lap. Lanes 3 and 4. And their splits are only 2900ths apart right now. would say all four of these swimmers are pacing themselves pretty well. And lane 2, Aiden Spinola, his last 3 laps were right around 33 seconds. Very consistent. Kyle Kressel in lane 3, his laps were all around 32.3 to 32.6 the last several splits. Again, very consistent. And in lane 4, Brian Regovich, right around 33 seconds a lap right now. And Lexi Schulo over in lane 5, she has been really rock consistent at 35 seconds flat here the last 3 or 4 laps. These swimmers swim like clockwork, but in the 1650, that's kind of what it's about. Kyle's last lap was 33.03, and he's got a couple body length lead at this point over Brian. I realize those of you listening in on our live stream can't hear the music, but thought it was appropriate. We do have the House of Pain singing Jump Around in the background. This is a painful event. And in lane 3, that is Kyle Kressel. Kyle's last lap still at 33.3. Hasn't really slowed down much at all. Very consistent race so far. I know I've said this earlier, but all 4 of these swimmers are still very consistent in their splits. Very consistent. The swimmers are now approaching lap 38 of this event. Kyle still with the lead in lane 3. And Kyle turns in another split of 33.5. Aiden 32.99. And Brian very consistent as well, 33.6. Lexi Schuler, once again, another 35-second split on that last lap. Just 25 laps to go. That is easy for me to say, I know. And Kyle Kressel's last lap, 33.5. Once again, Aiden Spinola, 33.04. Really fast pace. And Aiden's been slowly catching up to Kyle here. We'll see if he can do that over the last 20 laps or so. Once again, the last couple laps, Aiden Spinola has reduced the gap between the top two swimmers by at least a second. We'll see if he can continue that. Aiden continues to reduce that lead that Kyle's had since the beginning of the race. Once again, Aiden chopped away another half of a second. And probably a 3/4 body length lead. That's all it is right now for Kyle. Lexi's last lap was 36.1. And Kyle's lead now about a half a body length. Once again, Aiden that time knocked off 3/4 of a second on that last lap. And in fact, right now he has tied the race. As you get down here on lap, I believe 51, they are tied. Aiden Spinola has been chopping away at that lead throughout the race and finally has caught up to Kyle. And Aiden Spinola has taken the lead. they're touching the wall pretty much at the same time down here now. Both swimmers with similar laps that last lap, 33.1 and 33.2. And Aiden with a arm's length lead at most right now. That last lap, Aiden was about a second faster than Kyle. Although Kyle has been consistent, 33.5, 33.8. Aiden is just picking up the pace here. Aiden Spinola now with a full body length lead here in lane 2. And Aiden Spinola in lane 2, now with a good lead, and he enters the final lap of this long race. I'm sure he loves seeing that red counter board bouncing up and down at the end of the pool at this point in the race. We are a full 17 and a half minutes in. And Aiden takes the 1650 here this morning. Time of 18 minutes flat and 500ths. That's 18:00 and 500ths. And Kyle Kressel, a fine time, 18:04.8. Brian Regovich in lane 4, time of 18:15.89. Lexi Schuler is over in lane 5. Lexi just completing lap 63. And as Lexi touches this next wall, she will be entering her last lap of the 1650. Let's make some noise for Lexi. Make some noise. All right, Lexi Schuler, 19:24.81. Great race, everyone. That was a very good race. I believe that concludes this morning's preliminary session. We look forward to seeing all of you back here today at 6 o'clock p.m. for our final championship season of the weekend. So until then, make it a great day. Stay safe, and we'll see you this evening.